We were shooting a movie in the heart of the jungle in the sweltering heat of summer during a global pandemic, wearing N95 masks and long sleeves so you don't get bit by the mosquitoes.
This is an adventure. It needs to look like an adventure. We need to go to real places.
We just wanted to put something out into the world that had joy and wonder inside of it.
For the first half of the movie, we were going up against nature itself, and we had made the decision that we were going to front load the movie with all our exteriors because we knew hurricane season was coming.
There was a moment in making the movie where we have Brad Pitt, Channing Tatum, and Sandra Bullock in a wheelbarrow and a big explosion happening behind them. And the sun is setting, you have one take, and we're really blowing up two cars. So that was a moment where Aaron and I were definitely looking at each other being like, this really better go well or we're in trouble.
For us, Channing and Sandy and Daniel and Brad and everybody were so friendly and so relatable and just so invested in the movie that it felt like you were hanging out with your friends.
Things that are these surreal moments. When you're shooting a scene, you just kind of go like, wait a second, that's Sandra Bullock.
Der Dschungel frisst Menschen wie uns.
Au, was ist das? Mach dich weg, bitte. Ich spüre, wie die meine Seele aussaugen.
We don't want to approach this saying, it's a comedy, so it doesn't need to look good. We need to get that tactile, visceral experience that you can only get by actually being on location.
The movies that we grew up on, these like Amblin movies, like Romancing the Stone, things like that, you as the audience went on that cinematic escape because you felt those actors are really there. This is really happening. It doesn't feel sound-stagey or things like that. And it just felt like a really important element to us for the movie. Like it just seemed like that will give the audience that ability to step into the movie and go on the adventure and make it feel like it has stakes and reality.
Ich fahre.
We owe so much to the films that we grew up on, the films that taught us what filmmaking can be. And in a lot of ways, we sort of thought of this movie too as kind of a love letter to those classic films and those classic comedic adventures.
There's something that we wanted to capture, that earnesty and that just like heart on your sleeve kind of storytelling that I think those old screwball comedies and those very like heartfelt Amblin-y 80s, 90s movies had.
We wanted to be able to take the audience on an adventure where they really felt like they had left their world and gotten out of their house and gone someplace.